Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to ESL 1 Katowice. We are here in the upper bracket. We have gone through the group stages, through the fire and the flames of game number 1 of Fnatic versus Gambit, and now we are back and ready to hop into game number 2. Can they do it? Can Gambit pull it back? Are Fnatic going to continue their dominance here after winning the group and also winning game number 1? We're going to explore that and many other things with my wonderful co-casters. Base Kip, Lacoste, how you find folks doing?
Good, man. It was really nice to watch this extremely good Dota. There's a clear difference between some of these teams. Finally, we're into the upper bracket where good teams gather to play some amazing Dotes. I'm expecting this to go to game number 3, if possible, even though I'm going to cheer for Fnatic to get some swag from them.
Hit him up on Twitter.
Yeah,
The ultimate sellout.
I'll send you my address, no biggie.
He's got it. What about you, Base Kip? I mean, this is your Sea Pride situation, right? Being the Australian sensation.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm a fan of Fnatic for sure, and I watch a lot of watch and cast a lot of SAA and China Dota, so I'm definitely hyping up Fnatic coming into this, and they looked so good. It's also really cool to get a taste of the main event, right? We finished the group stage, and we get to do a little bit of the sort of the main event coverage.
Yeah, that's cool.
As well.
Definitely.
Get excited.
I think that it also just, these games have a little bit more weight. And throughout this entire group stage, it's all been best of 2s. We have this desire to see what actually happens when they face off against each other in a best of 3, and we get to see that now. On the other stream as well, it's going to be Secret versus NIP, which...
You don't want to watch that. No, you want to stay right here and watch some more Fnatic versus Gambit.
That's what's happening. Definitely. But yeah, do already have the teams all 10 out of 10 in lobby, and they're getting ready to get started. And I just was able to see down there that FNG opting to take second pick over Radiant.
Yeah.
So that to them is a little bit more important. Thoughts on why in this case? Is it just the Gambit, they value that second pick that much more?
I think they like I think they want the last pick, and then they also seem to like that 1-2 punch in the first phase of the draft. Like we had, they picked the Lich Ursa combination. I think they're aiming to put a combo together by taking second pick more than anything.
Yeah, I think this first pick for Fnatic is way better for them, even though they chose Radiant and got the first pick.
Right.
So it means they're going to get one of the DJ's heroes. This Shadow Shaman needs to go out.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let this guy play the hero.
No, it's too good. And I think that, like, giving away that first pick also means that they don't want to play it themselves, right?
Yeah.
Which does make sense to me. So they are going to get going. I think that the other thing to watch for in this is just going to be sort of, like Lacoste was saying, the decision-making in-game. It feels like Fnatic is maybe that one step ahead of Gambit right now. And I'm not sure if that's going to be off the back of like running a more cohesive, like early game focused draft like Gambit is used to doing, or maybe just trying to like keep the nerves calm in the later stages of the game.
Yeah, Gambit seem good at getting like one lane of racks, but they're not always good at closing out the game. And that's not just based on this previous game, but some of the other games that we've seen from them this tournament. It's almost like they get the first lane of racks and then the tension kind of breaks a little bit, and then we see somebody get picked off, or the vision game starts to falter a little bit. It can be really difficult when, before you break the base, you're often playing right up against the enemy's base, and your wards are all kind of in that area, and then you take the racks and you get forced all the way back onto your side of the map, and all of a sudden your side of the map and the river are completely in darkness, and it can be hard to reestablish yourself properly on the map with vision, and I think that's maybe somewhere where Gambit are struggling just a little bit. But
I feel that Fnatic really outmaneuvered them. They were staying one step ahead with the vision, with the smokes, even though when they were behind, they were playing around the smokes, got a pick off, just delaying the game until Lifestealer got the Radiance up.
I think there's a mistake.
There's been a mistake. We got to remake Shadow Shaman still in the pool. And that courier play in the Roche pit, that was so huge as well. That's the blind spot. You can't see the courier there. it's probably gonna get fixed, but
the fog around the Roshan pit is so weird. I mean, there's the spot in the mouth of the Roshan pit as well, where you can stand and see into and out of the pit and not be seen by anyone that isn't standing in that exact spot. It's real weird.
So this is what they did last time, and I'm wondering if Gambit were like, okay, they're going to take the Lifestealer again, and then we can take the Shadow Shaman ourselves.
I feel like getting Bane is way better than, let's say, getting a Lich here, because this Lifestealer is going to cause issues in the mid game. He really doesn't come online that fast, even though he can join fights. He's naturally tanky, doesn't need that many items. He can actually fight with the Hand of Midas only.
Was the Tiny also banned in the previous game? Is this the exact same
Yes, I believe.
opening?
All right.
So that is
That's a little bit different.
That's the change-up they want to make.
Okay. So now DJ has to play something else. If Fnatic wanted the Nature's Prophet, they could take it here. It might be a little bit contested otherwise, or Gambit might be able to get it since they have the next pick coming out of the next phase. So if they don't want to ban it, I would maybe have to give some consideration to taking it.
There's still Earth Spirit for DJ.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
one of his best heroes.
Here's the thing. If this next game Gambit win, Shadow Shaman is for sure banned out in the first phase by somebody, right?
Well, it depends on who has selection priority for Game 3. But yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know if Fnatic would be willing to ban it. I would have to see. So now Fnatic have some decisions to make. They're going to use some of their reserve time, and they will just take that Earth Spirit. Get the Lifestealer vehicle off the bat. It's a very comfortable hero for DJ. And who knows, maybe he'll just spend this whole game hunting the Shadow Shaman and making him absolutely miserable.
I would like to see some save from Fnatic now. Like, that was one thing that you didn't have from Gambit out of their supports. Maybe they could build towards the OD that we were talking about
OD,
earlier.
For sure. It's a great save, and this hero has been nerfed a bit, but it's still a very good hero. Has a couple of bad matchups on the mid lane.
Got to ban Pug now.
It's a 4-staff builder, which we saw them put to great effect, like you were talking about, Baseket.
Yeah, their 4-staff play was so good. I can't believe that when that item got added, everybody was like, what is this for? Why would you ever build?
What?
I remember 4-staff was like, not in the pro scene.
Was the best item besides Blink and Earn.
Everyone was buying it on... I missed Wraith King, Skeleton King 4-staff. That was so sick. With the quarterstaff instead, such a sick item. But it has completely defined the pro scene for a very long time. So many nerfs on that item.
From 25 mana to 100 mana, that's a huge nerf.
Yeah. Well, what, from the Ring of Health to Ring of Regen, that's...
They ban out the Pugna themselves. I mean, it does kind of own Ursa.
It does own
That's
Shadow
true.
Shaman.
Yeah, his spells cost a lot of mana.
And when you have a Lifestealer and a hero that can create a lot of space and put pressure on the towers, where you get Lifestealer gets the gold from the towers, which means that his Radiance is gonna come online faster, and then he can join fights easier. Timbersaw is still in the pool. I don't believe Fnatic is gonna pick Timber, considering that there's Ursa already picked by Gambit.
You don't want to reveal anything right now if you're Gambit. Like, it feels like both teams want to react to what the other team is doing.
Sure, but what position 5 do you take in this spot that doesn't give anything away without making your lanes too weak or weird? No, they just take the profit for themselves. Okay. Like I said, if they didn't ban it, then I do think Gambit were considering taking it. But that doesn't mean that they're going for just an insanely similar lineup to what we saw.
Well, it depends,
in the
because
previous
you
game.
could run this FNG Prophet, and it
That's
probably
true.
looks a little bit different, their play.
Yep.
So I think that that's probably the answer to the question you just had, which is what do you take as a position 5 that doesn't reveal anything? And this is it.
Yeah, but it's also a good steal pick because Nature's Prophet as position 5 really deals well in the laning stage against Shadow Shaman. You send the Treants on him, have a Blightstone, he can't really contribute too much to the laning stage. And Winter Wyvern, let me just check the win rate on this hero in the tournament.
Jabs is OP on this hero.
Basically, you were talking about that earlier.
This is, I think...
100% win rate.
This
6
to me
out of
is
6
like
games.
the
Let me see how many
signature
games did Fnatic play.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Here, I'll check it out.
Wasn't it Witch Doctor before for him, too? Isn't that hero dead, though?
Witch Doctor's not completely dead, but that is also kind of a Jabs signature. Let's see here. How many times did they pick Winter Wyvern? Actually looks like they're only 2 of the Winter Wyvern games.
Yeah.
So, still, they won both of theirs. And I imagine they're going to take this setup and use it for even more. I don't know if it's going to be anything as like simple as just a Mirana, say, with the Winter's Curse
Please
into
no.
Arrow.
This hero is,
That hero is really
bad.
Yeah, I don't know what else do they go for? What other big AoE
You could do
teamfight
like,
ults come to mind?
well, it's weird because it'd be like an offlane Phoenix back in the day or something, but that's not a thing that hero does anymore.
It's okay with stuns, even just like Light Strike Array, for example. Like you get a Winter's Curse on 2 people, that sets up the Light Strike Array.
Yeah.
Something like that. It doesn't have to be a big long cooldown thing for the Winter's Curse to be useful setup. Could even see, I don't know. It's a weird kind of sort of dead hero, but one hero that stands out to me for Fnatic's draft could be the Slardar.
Okay, that's a good response to a life stealer. They might pick one more hero that's a Doom target. I wouldn't mind if they go for a Brewmaster again. Extremely good against Ursa.
What about like an offlane Faceless Void for Fnatic and then like an Invoker last pick?
It's a no.
Nah, I don't think so. Invoker's just not that strong at the moment. It takes a long time to come online. They have some setup for Sunstrike, and I know that Abed loves playing the hero, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I mentioned it, but we didn't really talk about it. Slardar, Slardar Lifestealer is like classic combo. The amplify damage also corrosive haze synergizes really nicely with
I
Winter
saw a
Wyvern.
matchup Slardar against Doom. Doom got completely crushed. They ran a tri-lane and had Slardar in 1v1 situation against Doom. It's really unplayable for him. You just need to block the side camp so he can't get the creep, and Doom has 0 armor.
Yeah.
Let's go Mag.
Mag?
Give that Empower to your Lifestealer.
Could kind of work.
Then afterwards, pick an Ember last. Ooh.
What else? Pick Omni so that the Doom doesn't. The Doom does a lot of damage, but the duration is super low. That's always an interesting one.
I'm just gonna go back for the puck. We're just doing very similar drafts for these guys.
Yep. Fair enough.
I mean, that puck Lifestealer bomb looked so good. That was what totally turned the early game into the favor of Fnatic. Even though
for sure. That ward bait. I mean, I think Gambit baited themselves a little bit, but Fnatic reacted so well to that opportunity. Wasted no time. They really slowed down the Ursa's game too. It felt like there were a couple of fights back to back where he just died.
Yeah, Brewmaster banned out. There would be like 3 Doom targets that you want to go for, and he just controls the team fight. I don't know if Gambit plays a lot of Dragon Knight, but it feels like it could be good here. Their damage is pretty static. Once the Dragon Knight gets an item like a BKB, he feels pretty unkillable.
Yeah, good at taking early towers.
Or if they want to go towards...
They can just pick the Razor again. There's nothing really wrong with it. Might get ganked a little bit by the
Dragon Knights.
By the Lifestealer. Oh, by the Earth Spirit.
Meepo? Just do it.
Meepo.
I wouldn't hate it.
That's okay.
They have a lot of time to think about it. Gambit.
I still dig the I don't know. I still dig the Slardar, but don't think it's going to happen. What's wrong with that hero?
They could grab Underlord. I'd like to see some Underlord. Even though he's a melee hero against Ursa, he would get destroyed in the lane. Maybe that's not the best choice. It's going to be tough, no matter what they put against Ursa, which offlaner combined with either Earth Spirit or Winter Wyvern.
They can just put the puck in the offlane, right?
Yeah. They could.
He'll get run at by the Nature's Prophet potentially, but I think the puck can play there. I don't know if it's 100% an Ice hero, but...
You could try and go for like a 1v1 then afterwards against the Doom for the puck. That might not be great, though. Yeah, he probably just gets Infernal Bladed anyways.
Is the Omni Knight that bad of an idea? I don't know. Okay,
that's a good pickup.
That's true. We didn't even talk about this.
Yeah, great against Ursa, Nature's Prophet to hunt him down, Shadow Shaman, his AoE silence is gonna be great. You can set up Winter Wyvern's ulti into Night Stalker's silence, and it's that easy.
Okay, no timing or anything involved either.
10 seconds
it's a very solid pickup. We'll see how he does in the lane.
Usually I would say they would go for Shadowfin in this kind of a lineup, but against Earth Spirit it just feels suicidal. Earth Spirit puck. They're running out of time.
I think they're just gonna pick their Razor again.
I don't like it, though.
Secure the late game. Go Medusa. Alright.
Well, Basecamp called it. We'll see if it's what ends up working out, but low on time. They go back to the Comfort Razor for Afo Ninja.
I would have liked the Dragon Knight more, but it got banned. So
right. Tough stuff. So everybody on the heroes that we were sort of expecting them to be on. The Afterlife Doom, though, this is something but both of you were saying throughout the group stages looks very good.
In one of those games, it looked so good. He single-handedly almost won them the game. They lost the game, but there was Morph who did not have the best performance in that one.
Yeah, itemization is just off, I think.
Yeah. This one, Fnatic. I love this Night Stalker. We saw Night Stalker looking extremely good in the games or just being completely useless if enemy teams decides to group up and go as 5. This is what they have, but they have a good pick-off with Nature's Prophet, Shadow Shaman, Ursa. But overall, I like Fnatic's lineup. I think they have a lot of heroes who can stall the game, be very active at the early stages to give Lifestealer enough time to get his items.
Basecamp?
Yeah, I really like this Night Stalker last pick, actually. And just beyond just the Night Stalker, the other, not the other 4 heroes, but the other 3 heroes, DJ, Jabs, and Abed are all playing. They have so many ways to just run around and make tons of space for the Lifestealer, and he'll go the same uninterrupted build pretty much as always. It might even be difficult to Doom him this game because there's often going to be a silence up in Doom's face in the early fights, so I don't think he's going to have too much trouble there. And Fnatic just looked like the better team as well.
That's fair enough. I mean, the better team, potentially the better draft. We're going to hop into this game number 2 now. We'll see if Fnatic are going to be able to take it 2-0 or if we're going to be going to game number 3 by Gambit. Oh my goodness gracious. The tips, they're already happening.
Are they all going to Ice Ice Ice? Oh, no, Ice 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 fires back at FNG. Okay.
I mean, he's got to tip somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And we got some because. Is that really the chat line for Shadow Shaman? Well, Dahak? What's happening? Dahak's AFK. Did they realize that there's a ward up there? That's the big question mark. It looked like Abed canceled his animation for the attack to not show that he was uphill. Or that he had vision uphill.
Yeah, potentially. Doesn't want to give away the ward.
Yeah. But we'll see if they're going to be able to take that ward out or not. Jabs went the ring around the rosy to get it down there.
30 seconds.
I wonder if, with the benefit of experience, if this mid lane matchup will go any differently, given that they just played it.
Right.
Like, I wonder if either player is going to do anything differently I feel like Razor made the right decisions, picked up like a Wraithband, a Wand, and the Raindrop early just to make sure that Puck couldn't kill him. And Puck played it as hard as he could, right, picking up the early points in Waning Room.
Yeah, he had 2 double damage rings as well on top of that.
Hiya, getting their man and getting the kill. Jabs going down, but Immersion 2 will fall. Ninja picking up a bounty rune. Gonna be able to go and find the other one, and the roll forward, trying to slow down Afterlife here, who is eventually gonna be tracked down a little bit. A battle just continuing on.
Gambit got 4 bounties.
They're doing it, and DJ might go down here as well. They move back into position, find the shackles, he used to salve even, and they give the kill over to Afterlife. A great start for Gambit.
They did not expect the Razor to be there, it seems like.
Oh my god, immediate roll forward though. They recognize that Ninja is pretty low HP, and DJ is able to find this kill here, possibly. Fairy Fire running, trying to get it, needs another touch, and it's not quite going to be there. Salve up, DJ deep under in the woods, and Ninja just gonna saunter away back up to full HP, and Abed, he used his orb to chase forward for this one. He's in some trouble, able to dodge away from that stun. Now Ninja could just get all these CS under the tower.
All right, well, this mid lane is already going very differently from the way that the first game started.
Oh, man. I don't think DJ likes missing out there. He's taking a lot of hits here. Those body blocks coming through. Ice. He usually does this to other people. FNG showing that he's got the micro skills, too.
Oh, the stop playing is not going well, so DJ is going to be pulling the creep wave, what we usually see if there's a tri-lane against the dual lane. You just pull the creep wave. You saw 2, sometimes even 3 creep waves being pulled between tier 1 and tier 2 towers just to secure the offlane.
Looks like the Hawk's going to be doing the right thing as well. And FNG, the benefit of having this Nature's Prophet is he can still go to try and deny out a good amount of these creeps as well from DJ. It's not free for the Earth Spirit. So far, so good for Gambit. Already 1,000 gold lead just 2 minutes in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
If they get too far ahead out of the lanes.
Courier.
Oh, Courier goes down. Man, FNG is doing so much early on here.
Yeah, force that salve, gets the Courier snipe.
Gonna TP away here.
He's not going back to base though, he's actually going top. This is potentially a little bit unexpected if you're a Fnatic. You might not realize that the Shadow Shamans come up here.
Ice. They move into position. DJ will be able to break the shackles afterwards if they want to, and they turn now onto Immersion, but the shackles will be there, and DJ, who has not had the best of games so far, is he gonna be able to find this kill onto Immersion? They're moving forward, Overpower already out, and the chase coming. DJ, who played so well in game number 1, is not looking good here so far. 2 deaths.
It's so cool to see the Gambit are not shaken at all.
No.
After that previous game, right? Like, if you were feeling even a little bit worried after game number 1, I don't think you're not making those Nature's Prophet Courier snipes, these little plays from the Shadow Shaman. They just seem fired up, to be honest. It's really cool.
Look at the build on FNG. He had 4 branches upgraded for Magic Wand. He's extremely tanky right now. TP to mid to place a sentry, just to be sure that there's no Observer Ward. On Fnatic's side, there is one, but it's too far away for him to find it.
FNG and this creep are just chasing jabs all the way back across the map. And it looks like eventually they're gonna make his way back over towards mid, and Wonder Wyvern just keeps on having to take the walk. So 4-minute mark, and Gambit continuing to build up this lead as they're winning all 3 lanes kind of at this point.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. That was also the case in game 1.
Yeah.
Though. So we'll see if they can do anything different with the lead this time around. But it is really scary.
Ice looking in a little bit of trouble, and Ahak able to find that kill.
I would say that their lineup has maybe even slightly better push this time around on Gambit. The Prophet's a support instead of a core, but they've got the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, it feels like Prophet as 5 or 3 still pushes the same way if you group up. First Knight is gonna be ready in 10 seconds. Night Stalker is only level 3. So they're gonna need to maybe rotate one more hero to grab kills on top.
DJ trying to secure a bounty rune, but it's not gonna happen. Immersion still has that shackles, uses them now onto DJ, but this is going to be a dead Shadow Shaman in a second. Sai's able to walk away afterwards. So bounty runes going mostly towards Fnatic there, it looks like. FNG was able to pick up the one.
Gotta make up for what happened at the beginning of the game.
True enough. So how do you sort of translate this slight lead that you have on Gambit into more going forward? Like, do they need to make any moves with level 6s?
Yeah, Doom is just about to hit level 6. They want to grab the skill on Lifestealer.
God, he's so close. Now I'm sort of baiting this out with Immersion nearby as well. Oh, gets the kill and immediately turns and finds the shackles. Oh, Lifestealer. Might have known that that was coming. We'll see if they're able to get the deny. Not going to happen.
It would be actually huge if they got the deny.
Yeah.
MP would still lose the gold, but I hope he goes for Hand of Midas first item right now. They use the Doom. He doesn't threaten a kill on Doom. Earth Spirit is low level. With Winter Wyvern, there's not too much kill potential on this Doom, so he can just go full greed right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's any point in buying the boots necessarily.
Yeah. So that is that Midas queued up there for that Doom. A 3,000 gold lead, 2-5.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
As you
attack.
guys were both saying, this was similar to what happened in game number 1, where Gambit were able to get out to a hot start. Puck also now getting level 6, so could potentially punish rotations. And it looks like they're bringing in a bunch of heroes. They want to find a kill onto this Razor, so Coil used, chase forward, but the raindrops and 11 stick charges. This is not going to work. And in fact, they've gone a bit too far, and it looks like Abed is going to be punished as they take him down, and now chasing for more. Ninja still with a lot of stick charges, pops it now, chases forward, Eye of the Storm out. They roll in with Immersion, and Jabs is dead, DJ's dead. Gambit striking back hard in game number 2.
They should have go back immediately after they saw a TP, after they saw a TP from Nature's Prophet. All right. Night Stalker.
Ace moving in for this one. I mean, Afo Ninja is low, so looks like they might have to give up their lives for this. FNG stick charges Fairy Fire, eats it, tries to walk away. Sprout underneath the tower, they eat their way through, almost getting the kill there with the Plasma Field, but does not end up working out as the bottle charge is going to keep Night Stalker alive.
A nice little turnaround, but Gambit are playing super crisply. Like, good response to that mid gank. Like Lacoste is saying, I think Fnatic could have cut their losses a little bit more. 100% DJ didn't have to die.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think there's any reason for him to go in like that. But. And all it's going to take for Gambit now is they just got to make sure that they take out the tier 1s. I think they're in such a good spot that they can take pretty much any fight.
Oh, don't take the rune, and now they spot out this Puck. They get the Hex and the Shackles afterwards. No orb afterwards. And Abed gonna go down again.
Afo Ninja is gonna have such a good time this game. He got the first blood. He bought new raindrops, magic wand, 2 raid bands, power threads.
And it's only
He's
8
so
and a half
tanky.
minutes.
What is he building? Does he have anything else?
It looks like on the courier, Hand of Midas for Dahak. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has anything else yet. Yeah, his net worth is still pretty far up there, though.
Just going for a hood.
They need levels on both the DJ and Winter Wyvern.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 10 minutes. Pretty soon they're gonna need to fight for bounties. Also, Tome is coming up.
This has been an unusually quiet early game for DJ.
They can't kill bottom lane. Doom is just way too tanky.
Immersion. They have the Shackles there under one, silence to interrupt it, but now Dahak shows up, tries to take down Ice. They have vision over him, but I think it is a bit too hard to track down this Night Stalker. Abed also hiding away in the trees, and looks like Afterlife is gonna get his way out of there, actually, and Now with the Doom runaway, we'll see if they can get it. Body blocks coming from FNG. They get the slowdown afterwards, and maybe they can find the kill onto DJ as well. Looks like Afo Ninja is going to be able to run down that lifestealer, and DJ, it's taken down by the Doom.
What a nice turnaround from Gambit.
They should not try to grab a kill. I just said that they can't kill Doom, and they go exactly to grab a kill on him.
You should say it louder.
Lacoste needs to connect you to their TeamSpeak.
It's gonna take a lot of time, and Gambit can always react to this.
And a 5,000 gold lead in just 10 minutes. They've been keeping this up, and it doesn't look like Fnatic have the answers. They do have good heroes for stalling out the game with the Winter Wyvern. You know, Puck obviously being able to cut through creep waves. But just the pace of it feels like it is exactly what Gambit want to do.
Stalling's not going to cut it, though. They do need to find some kills with the Night Stalker and the Puck, because they're not going to... They don't scale as hard as the Tricore on Gambit, so they actually have to try and make use of the nighttime and the ultimates and do something.
How many times have we seen at this group stage lifestealers get doomed and then just walk away? But they're finding kills with every doom. Oh, and the dodge. Oh, FNG. The silence is not going to stop him, and they drop wards mid at the same time. A lot of space created.
Yeah, those Mass Serpent wards do not care about your Splinter Blast.
And they throw out the Sprout as well. Jabs, he thought he was safe. You are not safe from the Nature's Prophet. The Razor is eventually going to run this man down.
Gambit supports are playing so well, especially FNG on this Prophet. Like, he has set up so many kills. He killed that Courier, he secured the Lifestealer kill after they popped the Doom with the body blocks and the TP in.
And they're playing so fast. This is the Gambit that we usually see. Trying to finish game as fast as possible. Most of the time, it's around 30-minute mark. They're just going from tower to tower, grabbing it.
Yeah.
This Razor is so tanky. He can't die. With Hood of Defiance, unless he gets focused by 3/4 heroes.
I mean, MP is here, but he has a Midas. He's not really doing that much more past it, and they're able to block the roll away from DJ. A bad and angry bear with a DD is chasing this guy down, and they eventually find that
Merchant
kill.
just takes
Yeah,
it.
Russian DJ.
Russian Yapzor.
Yeah.
Getting all the kills. Lag. Kale. Give me some Kales in chat.
Where's the Kale?
No, somebody has to say lag first, and then...
That's right.
Then that's when Fnatic respond.
Let's see if we can get a good,
What you got?
a good little tip here. Use the Flying Courier Shield wisely. It has a very long cooldown. This is wise words. Man, so yeah, 8,000 gold lead. Jeez. 12 minutes in.
When was the last time you saw an Aegis be attacked and denied? Ever?
What?
No, I have seen it.
The Aegis of the Immortal can be attacked and denied.
Abed denied it with an illusion when he was playing TA.
Okay.
But it was the other team that had killed Roche, and then he sent in an illusion and it denied the Aegis.
That's crazy.
That was pretty sick.
So who messed up and didn't pick it up in time?
I don't remember. I don't remember who it was. Somebody screwed up bad, though.
Yeah, you got to really mess up and have like your backpacks full. I mean, the real strat in pubs is when you put like your branch in someone else's inventory.
Oh yeah,
so they can't pick up the Aegis.
Take it. No.
That's the
Pay
real
attention.
strat.
This is educational stream.
That's right. Yeah. Well, it does look like Jabs had to make his bladder gladder. So we'll be back in a second, hopefully. 4-13. 12 minutes in.
Okay, so if you're Gambit in this position, there is I think some teams have this tendency where they take all of the tier 1 towers from the enemy but haven't lost any tier 1 towers themselves, that they spread themselves too thin on the map, and the enemy team is super grouped up because they've only got the space behind their tier 2 towers to play in. So anybody that pokes their neck forward even a little bit just gets jumped by 5 heroes and dies, and you lose your advantage super easily. I think if you're Gambit, the safe play and the correct play to make here is you take control of the tri-camp area, you keep 2 to 3 heroes there, and you still let Fnatic have a little bit of the Radiant jungle. I think you try and take over like the tri-camp plus the medium camp over near the Radiant mid lane. And that's the space that you occupy.
And that's perfectly fine with the heroes they have, because you can send Nature's Prophet down there towards bottom, and you know, he can just get his farm on without being in too much of a problematic position.
Yeah. But teams, I mean, pub players do this 100% of the time. Pro players do it 50% of the time. There is this temptation when you have this lead to spread yourselves way too thin. You're like, we're winning the game so hard, nothing bad can happen, and then Fnatic, like starving wolves, will just jump on anybody that pokes their head
I don't know
forward.
if we mentioned it. I think Gambit's going to go for Roche. There's a double damage.
That's true.
Double damage on Ursa. 4 points in Fury Swipes, more than enough.
We saw the sneaky Roche last game as well with the Nature's Prophet.
This is not sneaky.
No, this is not
really obvious.
But this is super easy, is the thing, with the Treants to tank and the Ursa to do damage.
Calm players almost always make better decisions.
Wrong.
Is that you, Lacoste? Are you a calm Dota player?
Depends which region I'm playing in.
How about you, Basecap?
I'm a pretty calm Dota player.
You have a very calming voice. I feel like.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I should probably get on the mic more in pubs. To be honest,
you go.
I don't make enough calls.
Oh,
Bad support player.
They called GG. Oh no, that's never mind. Excuse me.
Whoops. Do you guys have whoops on your chat wheel?
Oh yeah, I have that everywhere on my chat wheel. Fnatic lose jabs, and Dahak going for the Roche.
Give him additional treants. There you go.
No.
Not too many. No. Only
one at a time.
But the walk-in, they're moving into position. Abed trying to take it. The silence is out as well. Can they steal away the Roche? The Age is snatched by Abed. What a player. But are they going to give up everybody in turn? It's a really good magnetized DJ. Reapplying this onto everybody. It's done so much damage, but the Enrage takes it off of Dahak. Ice trying to kill him off in.
Kale.
All right, Jabs, we got to talk, man. We got to talk, man. Oh.
I don't think this pause changes anything, fortunately. It's not ideal, but...
Ooh. All right, let's run down what's going to happen now, because Lifestealer's dead, you have Earth Spirit dead, Puck, Aegis, it was stolen away.
Yeah, he got it while he was doomed.
But he's coming back again now.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to get this Ursa kill. I don't know if Nightstalker escapes. He's got decent duration left on his ult.
Winter Wyvern is coming. He's going to have Arctic Burn ready in 3 seconds. He's going to fly over, magnetize.
I mean, maybe
Magnetize is gone.
Maybe they can kill one of the supports, like get the Razor and the Doom to kill FNG or Immersion. But
Yeah, I
that's
think
about
they just want to kill Ursa and get out. Puck is phase shifted. He can go on the high ground with Illusory Orb.
Yeah, I think they both escape from Fnatic. Is Dahak one hit? It looks like it's one hit from death, right? Yeah. He doesn't have the Enrage anymore.
And no stick charges either.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ice should be able to find that kill, and then afterwards, I don't know if Puck can get out. So he's phase shifted right now next to Ninja and the Doom, but he doesn't have Orb again for 10 seconds.
But Orb is flying.
Orb's already
flying. Oh, you're right.
Everything is on cooldown. They can't
and nothing's
hex him.
Yeah, none of the disables are off cooldown for
Infernal
3
Blade
seconds. So I think he gets out.
Okay.
Is his TP on cooldown? It is.
Yeah.
But I think once he makes it up onto the high ground, they can't really
Well,
chase.
FNG has TP.
Yeah, actually, who on Gambit has TP to chase him? Prophet has teleportation off cooldown soon. Immersion, if he wants to fully abuse this, immediately TPs to the shrine.
Yeah, this is some next level stuff during pause. Let's see what's happening in the secret against.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this.
No spoilers. Some people could be watching the VODs. You can't spoil.
Okay.
There's nothing happening because there's no game right now.
Oh, okay. Well then,
take from that what you will. I always love the indirect spoilers. Have you guys ever been spoiled by like, if the underdog team, if the team that's expected to win wins, nobody will post a discussion, like post-match discussion to Reddit. But if the underdog team wins, then you get the Katowice upper bracket round 1 post-match discussion, and it's like, oh, I wonder who won that game.
Right, I know.
Could it be that the underdog team won?
Can I tell you a story real quickly?
Sure, we have a lot of time.
I'm sure we have all the time in the world.
So back in the day when I was first getting started casting, I was like, I'm going to cast all of the group stage games from TI5. And I did about half of them. And then I logged in one day and I downloaded all of them over and over and over again. And I logged in and the giant thing on the front said, spoiler alert for anybody that missed it, EG wins TI. And I'm like, well, I guess that I'm not going to cast these games anymore.
Did you just spoiler alert, EG wins TI5?
I mean, no. There's a few people that are a bit late.
If you're watching this event and you're like, I can't wait to go back and finish watching those TI5 VODs.
That's the problem,
Thanks, Gabe. You really spoiled my fun.
I gotta plug my my casts from 3.5 years
Are they
ago.
up on your YouTube?
No. Oh, they might be. I don't know. But regardless, you don't want to watch those. They're terrible. Look at this melee creep, man. This guy's doing it. How the hell did this get here? Oh, he chased.
I guess he's from mid lane.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
Seems the most likely.
He's got the
He's somehow unwittingly ended up in the midst of this chaos.
What is melee creep? Is that like humanoid?
That's a good question. He looks.
Kind of looks like is he made of wood?
Yeah. He's got like spikes coming out of him though. Also.
I don't know.
It's not great.
He's a creep. That's what he is.
Feed the trees.
Feed the trees. They do look fairly demonic. What about the radiant creeps? How do these guys look? Are they any better? They're sort of like elfin.
Do you guys like the alternate creep skins?
No.
No, I don't use them.
I'm not a big fan.
I use almost default everything. I feel like I'm weird.
This is Sparta.
What are the little sand people from Star Wars? It's not Ewoks.
No.
You know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, little sand kings.
Yeah, little sand kings, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what they look like. They're like with the little hood and they buy the droids.
Jawas? Is that
Jawas?
it? Jawas?
Yeah. Probably Jawas.
Yeah. I think that's right.
That's what melee radiant creeps remind me
They kind of
of.
look like that, yeah.
Little Jawas.
Basically, why do you have 20 tabs opened?
Because I need them for all of my important ESL information and my email. Yeah, Jawas.
Jawas. Man. Well, we are waiting for Jabs to get back into this. For anybody that has just tuned in, Fnatic took game number 1 in a pretty fabulous fashion. It was a very back and forth game. At various points, it felt like it could have gone either way. At one point, Gambit was up around 20,000 net worth. And then it all went back the other direction.
If you need something to watch, go check out Gabe's TI5 group stage fights.
And we do also have this second game going on now where Gambit are up 10,000 net worth lead, but it's at 13 minutes this time. It feels like they've really
All right, he's
built
back.
it up. And
All right.
thank goodness we're ready to move on.
All right. Who's gonna scum TP to the shrine? Let's see.
Oh, they've had the time to think about it, and immediately going to be able to find one kill, and there's the
There's
TP.
the TP on the
Immersion is
shrine.
ready. Oh, Ice though to interrupt it. Abed down at very low HP, and Immersion finds his man. The Winter's Curse to try and turn it on in Nature's Prophet. Ice comes back down to earth. The slowdown Immersion walks away. The Shadow Shaman that lived, and they get their kill on to the puck, and well.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wouldn't be that fast with his reaction, so the tip is justified.
Look, it was Fnatic that had to pause, but
That's true.
They had to pause for reasons, technical reasons, I suppose.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Even the computers are on Gambit's side this game, apparently.
So this is that weird situation now, though, where you just took down Roche. You're very far ahead, but the Aegis went into the hands of the puck. What do you do now for Gambit?
Just do what I said before. Control a significant chunk of the Radiant side of the map. Just farm up a little bit more. They need another round of items to really threaten the tier 2s. But they should use Doom every time it's off cooldown.
I love the pickup on Doom. Shadowblade instead of a Blink Dagger, so he can surprise Lifestealer and get a kill. And he's not showing on the lanes. He bought a Shadowblade. Doom is on cooldown for a minute. He's just going to farm the jungle. When Doom is up, try to grab a kill on Lifestealer, because that's their win condition. Just try to delay this Lifestealer's Radiance as much as possible.
Bottom lane. Setting up, but it is going to be a TP away. They weren't able to find that kill, but DJ is in a little bit of trouble himself. Damage stolen. They know he's over here. Oh, Shadow Shaman, no detection, and DJ able to escape, but one other shows up. Winter's Curse, the bait.
Oh, yeah. Full duration static link.
Give him all that damage just to use it against him with the Winter's Curse.
Oh, an elaborate ploy.
All right.
So Radiant still a ways away for MP, but 7-19 and a 10,000 net worth lead. See, double bracer for Night Stalker, getting closer to that Vlad's. And they aren't really deciding to control that side. Instead, they're controlling the Fnatic jungle. And bottom lane, Winter Wyvern trying to hold off against the pressure that they know is coming. And it looks like Fnatic want to try and take this fight as they're bringing down the Earth Spirit and the puck. Things. FNG jumped on, and yeah, Dahak's just going to decide to head out of there.
that was so good to watch. Like, the Hawk, just watching him die, he needs to get the return kill.
Finds his man, the Lifestealer bomb comes out afterwards. Fnatic there. Apo Ninja has also shown up. Have they come in too deep? Immersion shows back up as well. The Crippling Fear keeping the silence on. They do still have the Doom available if they want to drop it, but waiting for the right moment, trying to find this kill. This Shadow Shaman is not hitting enough to kill off the Doom, but the puck comes in, and that's the finish that they wanted. And the Shackles coming out now from Immersion. Apo Ninja finally finds his man. They come back in again with Ice, but FNG has shown up as well. They kill off Immersion. This battle's been going on for about a minute, and Abed looks like he is going to be able to escape, though.
That was so well played by Fnatic. Like, they get an extra kill, and it's so much gold. They're so far behind that every single one of those kills is so much more valuable.
Yeah, Doom was not used in that fight, so Fnatic is gonna win that team fight. And the weird approach by Gambit.
They came from behind the tier 2?
Yeah, well, they were baiting with Nature's Prophet, and only Ursa was ready at the time.
Yeah, that was really strange.
I mean, this is how Gambit have lost their lead in the past. This team was so well known for being able to close out games leading up to this tournament, and the past game against Fnatic, and now this one as well, they've kind of been squandering those leads.
They didn't have to take that fight either after FNG died, right? They could have easily just walked away, but the Hawk decided he wanted to go in. I think to secure their lead here, they should just make sure to farm up that BKB on the Ursa. I don't think they have to take the tier 2s yet. I think if they just control the map.
Yeah, this tier 2 tower from Radiant is really not important.
Apo Ninja's trapped, but I don't think it's going to matter. Top lane, Fnatic getting a return kill. They get the Doom on the puck. All right. Got their man, silence down, and they will have a Sprout afterwards. Ice, ice, ice. No Dark Ascension for 20 seconds, but they can't get into range to find him with the Sprout. And Lifestealer also going to leave. So defending the tier 1 while they take the tier 2.
If they can grab a kill on Razor, that's going to be a huge chunk of gold for them.
11, 0, and 6.
It's going to be a really late Radiance in this game. 18 minutes in, Midas, Phase Boots, 2.5k gold.
20 minutes was the timing last game, yeah.
He's just trying to make space, but he is almost going to get caught by the Inferno Blade. They connect, Immersion, wrap it around the other side, finds the Hex, and the silence is there, but so too are the Shackles and the Bear Man.
Man, he used the ultimate for that.
The Night Stalker is no more.
That's rough.
Gambit continuing to battle and not backing down from Fnatic. And that was all to the service of trying to cut a creep wave. Ward's up on the high ground, scouting out the Hawk. And you can see that right now, Fnatic not feeling comfortable going for any type of a battle, as looks like Gambit are just going to be able to push down for this top tier 2.
Warriors of the wood.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
With the other tower being taken and Roche possible to respond in about a minute. We'll have to see what Fnatic's options are, but it really does feel like just trying to cut creep waves and stall as much as possible. Even that hasn't always ended up working out for them.
Yeah, same story as the last game. Just need to try and stall for the Lifestealer.
Odds still favoring Fnatic.
Radiant
I believe.
scanning.
Oh, the Shadow Blade. And
They had the scan. They knew that he was there.
didn't have Doom anyways.
Haste.
So DJ spots that haste rune. Now they need to be careful for a little while at the very least. And a 13,000 gold lead at 20 minutes. Radiant's still not online. Relic's still not online. What more can Gambit get before Fnatic start having heroes? Sprout? Can't get him.
They need to play
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
aggressively. Fnatic, they need to risk stuff to gain stuff in a game like this. It doesn't matter if Ice dies once, if Puck dies once. If their lanes are pushed out to give Lifestealer enough time to farm his items. Lifestealer just needs to farm faster. Like Dota motivational speeches, just farm faster.
Lifestealer bomb. Maybe that would be a way to farm faster. You try and get the kill here onto Mr. Razor. He's trying to walk away the Sprout to save his life at the moment, but it's going to be the kill in the end, taken by Abed. And they use the Winter's Curse as well, but this might end up being a tragedy and a half as Gambit still chasing for it from where they already have lost one. The Winter's Curse, don't know if that's going to keep him alive long enough, but they jump in with Ice, and that might just do it. They find that kill onto Doom as well, but Immersion seeing if they can find it. MP able to get away. And now the turnaround. Ice bought back for this one. Can he go down? Yes. Triple kill for Dahak.
Go now to the river to wash
And
your
instantly
blood.
the Roche pit. Roche is not gonna respawn in minute and 15. Good for Fnatic. They managed to keep Lifestealer alive, but they need to bring more dust, more sentries. Shadow Shaman has Glimmer Cape, Doom has Shadow Blade, so they need to be ready for this.
Yeah, Fnatic still have pretty good ward coverage given their position in this game. 4 observer wards kind of around the pit.
I'm just gonna keep checking this. They know the only thing that they need to do right now is secure this Roche and try and slow down MP if at all possible. BKB done for the Ursa. Wants to jump. Oh, the Glimmer Cape initiation. MP, sense and danger. And in the meantime, Ninja gonna try and steal away some damage. Orb goes out, he knows that he's over there, but with no Yules or anything else, they can't find that.
This Nature's Prophet is getting so farmed, even though he's being positioned to fight DJ with the
Just walks up, slaps the tower.
All right.
I mean, to be honest, though, that's the best thing that DJ's done this game. He's had a rough one. It's been a hard game for Mr. DJ.
His contribution to the fight at the Roche pit was pretty good, but yes, that was also a really good play.
So Gambit trying to control the map here. It's what you were talking about early, base skip, just holding that high ground, ensuring that they can get Roche when it comes back up. And it is up back now, but so too is MP's Radiance.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're not farming your own jungle, if you're just controlling the entire Radiant jungle. Like,
I feel like Fnatic wants to fight this. They have Lincoln Sphere on Puck. Radiance is ready, even though they have 2 BKBs, so they need to find a target. Ideally, it would be Shadow Shaman before he can get his spells off, or Doom. Doom also has a 10-second BKB now.
Puck's TP is on cooldown though, he has to walk.
This is tough, and they're not going to get there in time.
To the down.
So 15,000 net worth lead with Aegis and Cheese. This is what they've been waiting for. Dog is completely alone up here.
It's really interesting to see the difference this game. But for the Puck, just having the little bit of extra catch from the Doom and the Shadow Shaman compared to what was up in the previous game, he has so much less farm. Because he has to play so much more safe. And they haven't taken any tier 1s, that's also a problem.
That's a way to ward, and the other wards are dropped down now. MP just trying to clear them out. Does need to be careful about the initiation that could come. Long range hexes. And now a basher on the Dahak. This Ursa could be very deadly. BKB out immediately. Bashes once. Can they find any extra damage? There's nobody else here besides to help this Ursa, though. So kind of a wasted initiation there.
Dire's middle tower is under
Doom's
attack.
on the other side of the map, chasing Puck. Alright. It just swoops in, grabs a bounty.
Someone should TP bottom and grab those bounties. Even if he dies,
Yeah,
it's
FNG
really
should
worth
go.
it. I meant for Fnatic.
Dire's
Sure.
middle tower is under attack.
I think FNG should beat him there. He's Nature's Prophet, he can TP directly on the bounty rune.
Uh-oh.
He's really tanky.
Well, can't really TP when you're leashed. And that is going to be a dead Nature's Prophet.
What is this, Diane?
So a little bit of
Alright,
help
Immersion's
there.
on it.
He's got it. They don't really have a Lincoln's popper right now on the Doom.
Dire's structures are fortified.
All right, there
There
it
it
is.
is.
Dire's
Problem
top
solved.
tower is falling.
Dahak jumps forward, looking for the bash, looking for the kill, but DJ gets out by the skin of his teeth there. Meanwhile, Ice thinking about chasing, but he needs to be wary.
Yeah, they don't want to push into this. It's nighttime. This Night Stalker does so much with his AoE silence.
Abed, caught, Abed, going down, Abed, getting out, Abed. Woo!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, space created. Hex, though, out, and the long-range shackles, and Jabs is not going to be as lucky. And this might be go time. They have buyback on the Winter Wyvern, though, and MP wanting to chase, wanting to find this kill on Earth, who rages away before the silence was able to get onto him.
Someone needs to be out of the base, either Puck or a Life Stealer, because this is not working out for them.
The fact that Fnatic are making this look like fights with an 18k net worth deficit is pretty crazy, though.
Yeah.
The way that they're maneuvering on, especially on Abed.
Life Stealer has max movement speed when he uses phase boost.
Cool hero.
He's missing one.
It definitely feels like Gambit are giving Fnatic a lot of respect at this point in the game. But they're just going to drop the wards down again, and there's no Lifestealer here to stop him this time. It's going to be Jabs just trying to hit him
Top tower.
in the Arctic Burn. But
Radiant's
eventually, these will be taking down the Barracks shackles from the low ground. Dahak on top of him. They have the Winter's Curse and the Cold Embrace available. Saving Ice for the moment. Still trying to stack this up. Slow down. But they back away, and Doom comes out now onto the Lifestealer. He's just going to be able to walk away as they already have the coil down onto 2. BKB and walk away from it. They find that kill onto MP. Does have buyback. What else can they do? They've lost the Winter Wyvern. That's a dieback, and it looks like Gambit are ready to just move forward for another set of racks here.
Oh, this is not looking good for Fnatic. They don't have the tools to fight with. Life Stealer has a buyback.
Gonna have to use it. Dark Ascension popped, and Ice hoping to make something happen, but they're gonna need a bit more than a miracle. They are silencing that Shadow Shaman on the other side's trying to control this Ursa. He still has the Aegis, though, and the Magnetize just tickling right now. These big, tanky strength heroes, and Nature's Prophet, the only one that's even somewhat affected. They do end up getting that Aegis used at least one time through, and DJ is in the middle of all of them. Does not have buyback. MP doing what he can with the Radiance Burn, tries to run away afterwards. Ice getting the silence. now. Can they control up and kill off this Doom? They need him desperately, and walking away, he's just out of there.
Everyone's buying back. They can't find that Doom. They managed to grab only one kill with how many buybacks? 1,
2, 3.
Oh.
That's rough.
Illusion.
And this time around, it's not just the previous game. Gambit only got the 1 lane of racks with that kind of initial push. This is a completely different situation from what we saw. Fnatic just don't have the tools to actually find kills.
One of those buybacks was FNG's, actually, so it was just 2 on the side of Fnatic.
No, if Jab's bought back
in the previous one.
Yeah, he has a little bit less time on it.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
So 23,000 net worth lead as Gambit trying to tie this series up with Fnatic in the upper bracket match. Again, the winner of this series is going to be guaranteed top 4 this tournament.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
It's going to be a Shiva's Guard coming out soon. Grafo Ninja. And the options of fighting just seem so limited.
They're going in again. They know that it's going to be a daytime in a couple of seconds.
Shackles emergent, Force Staff back away. DJ, Magnetize used again, not enough. Silence onto this Razor, but now it's Ice that's shackled. And it is daytime as they went outside. Not where the Night Stalker wants to be. Batman has fallen, and Gambit are just gonna walk forward. GG called, we're going to game number 3.
Yeah. All right. Gambit looked awesome this game. So, especially the support play for me. They ran circles around Fnatic supports. Like, you normally think of the Earth Spirit as this amazing roaming, ganking hero.
Yeah.
No, the Nature's Prophet is the one killing couriers, setting up kills. It was super cool.
This first blood for Razor and the 1 or 2 more kills that they got, plus 4 bounty runes at the start, allows them to play aggressive on their lanes. It's an extra item. Like, you get a magic wand. You saw what the Nature's Prophet built. He had 4 branches upgraded to magic wand. He's tanky enough. He just needs boots of speed at one point.
I mean, it was really nuts. And super solid play, like you guys are saying, for Immersion, but also Afterlife on that Doom. This was the hero that both of you said they needed to play, and he was owning on it. Really solid laning stage. Every Doom, through the first, I think, 3 of them, found kills on the Lifestealer.
This is the target that he needs to go for, because Lifestealer with the Radiance could change things, even though it was a really late Radiance, so it didn't matter that much. By the time that he had the Radiance, they had 3 10-seconds BKB, so it's not extremely effective.
They didn't really pick any other worthwhile targets, right? Once they had the BKBs, they don't care about the Night Stalker or the Puck, so just Doom the Lifestealer every time.
Yeah,
I feel like if you see the Doom pick, you gotta pick something else that's worth dooming.
And this is one of those games where Night Stalker didn't look like a hero at all. Like, it's completely hit or miss.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if they hit on the next one. I am so excited because we got a game number 3. It's Fnatic versus Gambit, series that you all want to see. Stay tuned because game number 3 is right around the corner.